The story begins with a news broadcast reporting about a political prisoner named Yuri Komarov, who is suspected of having issues with the candidate for Russian Minister of Defense, Viktor Chagarin, because he possesses a document that could ruin Viktor's career. Meanwhile, Viktor visits Yuri in prison and pressures him to hand over the secret files that concern him. This shows that Viktor is someone with the power to do whatever he pleases.
Тебя никто не услышит. Весь суд мой.
Later, at the CIA office, the agents receive a report that Viktor is planning to harm Yuri.
Chagarin's making a move on Komarov.
At the same time, a man named Jack is seen heading to a bar to kill someone there. Before killing the person, Jack mentions that Yuri Komarov provided him with information. In another place, a man named John is seen practicing shooting, but he is approached by his colleague named Murphy. At that moment, Murphy informs John that he has found his son, who is currently in a difficult situation because his son has been detained due to a shooting case in Russia. Unexpectedly, John is Jack's father. Hearing this, John vents his emotions by firing his gun several times at the target before rushing to the airport to depart for Russia. During the journey, John looks at files about his son, whom he hasn't seen for a long time. On the other hand, Jack is being interrogated by the Russian authorities. At that moment, Jack casually mentions that he can help the Russians find evidence belonging to Yuri as long as he is united with him. Jack also states that he will testify, claiming that Yuri ordered him to kill Anton in the bar earlier. Upon arriving in Russia, while taking a taxi, John complains about how the roads in Russia are always congested, especially at the Garden Roundabout. Because of this, the taxi driver advises John to walk, as it will take a long time if they pass through the Garden Roundabout.
Welcome to Moscow.
Not long after, Yuri and Jack are seen in the same car heading to a trial, which happens to take place in front of a courthouse crowded with protesters who hate Yuri. In short, John sees his son walking into the courthouse. Inside, as the two prisoners enter the courtroom, Jack manages to get a moment alone with Yuri. At the same time, John notices an armored vehicle and snipers positioned on the rooftop outside the courthouse. As the trial proceeds, Jack signals to Yuri that he is ready to rescue him, while several black cars arrive, and it turns out there is a bomb inside one of them. The leader of the squad inside the armored vehicle then activates the bomb and immediately initiates the operation. It is revealed that they are Viktor's men who are trying to kidnap Yuri, while Jack's mission at that time is to rescue him. Unfortunately, they successfully deceive Viktor's team. Additionally, during the mission, the woman involved in the operation shows no hesitation in eliminating those present. On the other hand, Jack successfully gets Yuri into the car, which makes Yuri curious and prompts him to ask about Jack's true identity. However, Jack only replies that he is a friend. At the same time, John intercepts their car, which displeases Jack when he sees his father arriving. Unfortunately, Yuri suddenly steps out of the car, revealing their location to the enemy.
Gonna shoot your own father?
Shouldn't be here, John.
This leads to a chase between Jack's car and the enemy's vehicles. Seeing his son driving away, John quickly steals a car to chase after them, even though he doesn't know what Jack is doing. During the chase, it becomes clear that Jack is a CIA agent trying to help Yuri. When Jack asks for help from the CIA, they can't assist him because he arrived late at the prearranged location. Hearing this, Jack immediately blames his father for interfering with his efforts earlier, which caused the delay in his mission. The chase continues with Jack finding himself cornered several times. However, John manages to help him by blocking the armored vehicle until eventually the vehicle John is driving is stopped by the enemy. Not giving up, John manages to get a new car by stopping a passing vehicle, but he is captured by the enemy as he tries to destroy the chase. Seeing this, Jack can't bring himself to leave his father behind, so he decides to turn back and save John. Once John is in the car, Jack scolds his father, saying that his mistake merely caused the mission to fail. However, John calmly argues that he was actually helping Jack.
Shut up!
I'm still your father.
Yeah, nothing I can do about that. What a joke.
Elsewhere, Victor receives a report that Yuri has escaped with the Americans. In short, Jack arrives at the hideout where a CIA agent named Tony is waiting and immediately asks Yuri to hand over the document. Upon seeing the hideout, John realizes for the first time that his son is a CIA agent.
You give me the file, and I get you out of Russia. And you're a free man.
Meanwhile, Yuri provides information that the document they are searching for is located in a hotel in Ukraine. However, before revealing the location, he demands a deal to ensure his daughter's safety. Not long after, Jack is seen hiding a knife in his sock while Yuri calls his daughter, instructing her to meet him at the hotel in Ukraine. At the same time, gunshots are heard, and one of the bullets hits Yuri's hand. Seeing this, Jack quickly triggers an emergency explosion in an attempt to escape from the situation.
Safe house, my ass.
The three of them then head toward the hotel in Ukraine. During the journey, Jack once again blames John for disrupting the mission that he has been working on for 3 years.
Your mission is bleeding out over there.
The mission continues. We go to the hotel.
Upon arriving in front of the hotel, a conversation takes place between Yuri and John, where John expresses his regret for being too focused on his work and neglecting his children. Unbeknownst to them, Jack overhears the entire conversation. Afterward, the three of them continue their journey toward the hotel in Ukraine. As Jack and Yuri try to find a way to enter the hotel unnoticed, John unexpectedly communicates easily with the guards and bribes them, making their entry into the hotel much easier. Once there, Yuri finally reunited with his daughter Irina, eagerly anticipating their reunion. With his daughter safe, Yuri finally took the key to the document that Victor had been searching for all this time. When Yuri was about to take the key, the enemy suddenly appeared. It turned out that Irina had betrayed her father because she felt neglected and was in need of money. Realizing this, Jack and John were forced to surrender as Yuri was in danger.
Деньги, папа. Миллионы долларов. Думаешь, мне было легко, пока ты...
I'm your father.
And I'm your daughter.
At that moment, the enemy leader finally revealed himself and earned the nickname, the Dancer, because, in front of Jack and John, he began to dance joyfully.
Could have been a dancer. I swear to God.
Shortly after, Irina reached the rooftop and prepared to leave. Meanwhile, the dancer continued to taunt Jack and John, but they started laughing at the situation. It turned out that this was their strategy to distract the dancer, allowing John to free himself using the knife he had hidden. When the opportunity arose, Jack and John successfully fought back against the enemy by shooting at the hotel's glass ceiling. Despite their efforts, the dancer managed to escape from the scene. Due to the chaos, the enemy attacked them both from a helicopter, forcing Jack and John to try to escape using the emergency exit outside the hotel.
Hey!
At the same time, after failing to eliminate John and Jack, the dancer reported everything to Victor, who ordered him to obtain the secret file as soon as possible. Additionally, once everything was completed, the dancer was given permission to kill Yuri and Irina. During their run, Jack and John had a brief conversation because Jack had a wound on his abdomen. Therefore, he provided information about the files that Victor had been searching for all this time. It turns out that the files contain information about the Chernobyl case, revealing the fraudulent activities carried out by Victor, where Yuri was made the scapegoat. The Chernobyl case refers to the nuclear disaster that occurred in 1986, and Yuri plans to destroy Victor's political career with these files.
Someone's gotta stop him.
That's what we do.
Next, they attempted to steal a parked car. At that moment, Jack chose that particular car because he knew it had weapons inside after noticing that the owner seemed nervous about being caught bringing weapons into a bar. After successfully acquiring the car, they quickly set off for Chernobyl, as Jack knew that the dancer would head there since the incriminating files against Victor were still located in that area. On the other side, the dancer is already at Chernobyl along with Irina and Yuri. They are also wearing radiation suits because the residual radiation from the Chernobyl incident still lingers at the site. Not long after, Jack and John arrived outside the location to begin the operation to rescue Yuri. After surveying the area outside the building, they noticed many guards securing the place. As a result, Jack and John knew they needed to prepare for a dangerous mission to enter the radiation-filled zone. Before proceeding, John expressed how much he enjoyed spending time with Jack. He even mentioned how proud he was of him and how much he loved him, and Jack shared the same feelings.
Love you, boy.
You too.
Meanwhile, the dancer and Irina are preparing everything by bringing a mixture of 274 substances to neutralize the radiation in the vault and its surroundings.
Compound 274. It neutralizes radiation. Trust me.
Once everything is safe, Irina and the others remove their protective gear. In short, Yuri manages to locate the vault where they find some pure uranium ready to be taken. However, the dancer isn't interested in the uranium, focusing solely on Victor's files. Unexpectedly, Yuri shoots the dancer in the head, killing him, and reveals that the true enemy was himself all along. It turns out that Yuri and Irina had devised a plan to destroy Victor by extracting uranium from Chernobyl to sell to other parties. After that, the extraction team continued their effort to move the uranium, while Yuri contacted Victor using the dancer's phone as if to announce his victory. At that moment, Yuri hinted that he had already arranged for someone to defeat Victor. At the same time, Irina begins to sense something is wrong when several of her men are killed. Meanwhile, Jack and John have reached the vault until Yuri suddenly appears once again, pretending to be unaware of what is happening, even though Jack sees all the uranium there. At that moment, John realizes that Yuri is the real villain, especially after seeing the dancer's lifeless body. Jack then confronted Yuri, realizing that the file never actually existed, as Yuri had deliberately used and trapped Victor, exploiting Victor's power to orchestrate his escape from prison. Therefore, they begin to take Yuri away, starting with Jack's frustration. Elsewhere, Irina realized that her father was in danger, so she attempted to pursue him with her men. Just as Jack and John were about to take Yuri away, Irina suddenly arrived and opened fire to stop them. As a result, John and Jack lost track of Yuri, who managed to escape. They were then confronted by Irina's men, but Jack successfully launched a counterattack using a grenade, resulting in a massive explosion. At the same time, Yuri was seen trying to escape by the rooftop, while Irina was already in a helicopter with the uranium they planned to take. Knowing this, Jack and John decided to split up. Jack would chase after Yuri, while John would confront Irina. Unexpectedly, John took a bold move by driving a car directly toward the helicopter, causing chaos. Seeing this, Jack seized the opportunity and managed to intercept and throw Yuri. Unfortunately, the throw led to Yuri being killed instantly by the helicopter's blades. Seeing her father killed, Irina was overcome with guilt and attempted to kill Jack and John. Fortunately, they managed to jump just in time, landing safely in a nearby swimming pool. The final scene shows Jack and John walking together. During this moment, John tells his son that they must remember everything they've done, including the fact that it's incredibly difficult to kill someone like John. Now that trait has been passed down to his son, making Jack equally difficult to kill.